Yeah.
All right, cool. So for me, Onana's going to start off in goal. Obviously, quite simple. Buy in there. Obviously, isn't going to be playing.
Heard that. Heard that.
So we've got Onana in goal. For me, Mazraoui is going to play right back.
Have you signed him yet? You signed him, right?
Yeah. We signed him same time. Well, just a bit later than De Ligt. So I think Mazraoui will go right back. Obviously, Luke Shaw again. He's got another injury. And then obviously Dalot will go for me left back.
Gotta get Kadlioglu now because this is just stupid.
No. Hey, Kadlioglu is going to Brighton.
Bruv.
Were you even in for him though?
Nah,
bro. This is the funny thing. I don't think they were even in for him. He's going to Brighton. He said he wants to come and play in the Premier League, and he's agreed personal terms with Brighton already because Fenerbahce didn't get into the Champions League. They got beat.
Oh, they got to qualify, innit? It's only one Turkish team that gets to go through.
Yeah.
So why didn't he end up at Man United? Didn't you make an offer or try to talk to the player?
Didn't do nothing. We were just linked with him.
Big up Nick. Big up Nick Fadley, best of all time. Messi, Maradona, Pele, Ronaldo, and Cruyff. What I would say, Nick, though, I'm not sure. Was Maradona and Pele and Cruyff in your time, or is it just what the general consensus is? Because for me, Maradona would be in my all-time 5. Pele wouldn't, but again, I wasn't alive to see Pele, Maradona at his peak, and Cruyff. So my 5 will look very, very different, but we're going to touch on that in a bit. But say for your comment. So yeah, back to the builder. So for me, left side centre back, obviously for the balance. Obviously has to be Lisandro Martinez. There's no argument there, Lisandro yet.
Nope.
Bring back Harry Maguire.
What about him?
You put him in the lineup, innit?
According to Tim Sherwood, he is better than De Ligt.
Yeah, but Tim Sherwood's a clown, man. Like
I know. I said this in my group chat. So I was just like, I don't understand how this guy gets to be a pundit. Like, I don't understand, or even gets to give his opinion. Because the only good thing he's ever done is brought in Harry Kane. That was about it, and that was a big risk for him.
Yeah, he's an absolute clown, man. Like when that guy talks, I fall asleep, man. He's just idiot. But I think a lot of these people are just doing it for clicks anyway. You know what I mean? So, and then right centre back, who are we going with? Obviously, I know he's injured, but Lenny Yoro, Matthias De Ligt.
De Ligt.
You think De Ligt over Yoro? Yeah,
100%. Well, what are we?
If Yoro's fit, you don't play him.
Oh, what are we talking about? Like, if they're fit and ready and all sorts.
Yeah.
Okay, so Man United's team, not play. Like I'm saying, if everyone's fit, what's the lineup?
Remember, this is his Man United dream team.
I thought you were talking about for who's playing against Fulham on the weekend.
No. If everyone's fit, man.
Oh, so why is Dalot playing left back then if Luke Shaw's fit?
I don't want Luke Shaw in the team. That's the whole point. Luke Shaw's time is done. I mean, personally, I like left-footed left backs, but I can't do another season of Luke Shaw.
I can't do a season with a right-footed left back.
Who's that?
I can't have Dalot left back, man. I can't do it.
What do you mean? Dalot come through as a left back.
Did he?
Yeah, Dalot come through as a left back. As I said, I like left-footed left backs, but Malasia's been out. I can't have Luke Shaw again. And I'd rather play Dalot left back and put Mazraoui there and see what he can do. Because Luke Shaw's been at the club for almost a decade now. And the guy's he's not even played 60% of matches. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but I think a fit Luke Shaw is pretty good. I can't knock Luke Shaw.
So you want to put Luke Shaw at left back then, and Dallo right back?
100%. I haven't seen Mashwari enough. I've only seen him in one game to really comment on him, so I can't really talk too much about him. So that's why, me personally, I'd have Dallo right back and Luke Shaw left back. But obviously, this is your team as well. So if this is what you want, then that's cool.
Yeah. Well,
I need to leave him as right, man.
No. The thing is, I prefer left-footed left backs, but I've just had enough of Luke Shaw, really. So unless Man United go out and get another left back, because obviously Malacia is just injury prone at the moment, then I'd rather give him a chance. If I'm honest.
All right. So what about Harry? Sorry, Lens. What about Harry? How are you gonna bleed him into the Amas?
Harry Amas?
Yeah, are you gonna bleed him into the team?
Bro, Harry Amas ain't ready, man. Let's stop doing this. The guy's 17. He's got potential, but defensively he's poor. Like, there's no way he comes into this lineup.
No, I'm not saying put him into the lineup. I'm saying, like, throughout the season, are you gonna give him chances? Are you gonna bleed him into the team, or are you just gonna give him another season in the under 23s or whatnot?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I think it looks like United aren't going to sign another left back. So you would think, because I think Malacia might be a couple of months off. So you would think that Hamas might be part of the matchday squads at times. But I think if Man United are relying on a 17-year-old left back to come in, if he comes in for the cup games, then I see it. But I wouldn't want to rely on Harry Amas throughout the whole season, because, as I said, he's very good on the ball, but defensively he'll get caught out plenty of times, and that was just in pre-season. So when he comes up against seasoned players in the league, he's going to be caught out. I think he's going to
be targeted.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my point. So when you're saying to put him in, Man United can't be risking that. I don't know why Man United didn't go for Caddy.
Put him in. I'm not saying put him in like as in play him like 50% of the games, but like the games that you think, you can bring him in on, like maybe if we're winning a 5-0 or something, would you bring him in, or would you just be like, listen, we can just chill on the bench still? Because he is training with the first team still.
Yeah, I mean, if you're 5-0 up, let's say Luke Shaw's still injured and Malacia's not back. If he's on the bench and you're like 5 up, yeah, giving him some game time ain't gonna hurt. But I think if you're going into a season where he's gonna be considered as backup to, let's say, Dallo, if he is gonna play there, because we're not counting in Luke Shaw and Malacia, who are injury prone, that's gonna mean trouble, because as I said, he's not ready for first team football. Like, I'm sick and tired of Man United just forcing through players because they've either come through the youth or they've bought them young. You have to be good to play. You know what I mean? And the only player that deserves their spot in this lineup that is good enough to play from the youth is Kobbie Mainoo. That's it. Like, they need to stop forcing these players to come into the team, because the likes of these Garnachos and I mean, even Toby Collier. I like Collier. I think Collier can be good. But again, I don't know if he's ready to be starting week in, week out at Man United. Cup games is where it's going to be. But yeah, Harry Amas needs to. For me, I'd loan him or just let him stay in the 23s for a bit, and then try and get him a loan. Because if you look at Liverpool, for argument's sake, Connor Bradley, that Klopp brought through. If you look at him, you look at Stefan Bajcetic as well, and you look at what's that guy's name? Jarrell Quansah. These guys are not in Liverpool's first team because Liverpool are forcing it. You can see that them guys have the right to be there, And Man United don't have players that have the right to be there, bar Kobbie Mainoo that's come through the youth. And Amas, for me, fits in that same mold. I think he needs to bide his time. But
the biggest difference between the players that you mentioned for us and what you said about Amas, we had a hole in the squad, usually due to injury or something like that.
Yeah.
And those players stepped up. or those players got a chance in a cup game, and those players impressed. So for Amas to do something, he needs to be given the opportunity to impress. So unless he's going to be kept for cup games and whatnot as a squad player, or loaned out, he has to have the opportunity to prove that he can play at a similar level or something like that. Until then, it's just
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, but this is the thing. I think even throughout our cup run, our side was still our first team side. Basically, there was no changes. Like you look at previous managers, even previous managers would still use a slightly weakened side, and then once we got further, like quarters, semis, then we'll play our first team players. But yeah,
I think Ten Hag was too worried about losing.
He takes it too seriously. Takes Carling Cup way too seriously.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, so we got our back four. But yeah, I'd say I'd start the lit over Euro, in all honesty.
But I'm thinking the reason I'm starting Euro because again, Euro's quicker than both Lissandro and De Ligt. But the thing is, Lenny Euro only came to the club because he would have been guaranteed assurances. Now the funny thing is, as well, Lenny Euro can also play right back as well, yeah. But the thing is, Lenny Euro getting injured has kind of saved Ten Hag, because the fact that Ten Hag's got the licked in, it would be interesting to see what he does. I think personally, he probably would have played Lissandro left back and then played the Ligt and Euro and then Dallo right back to try and fit them all in. But the fact that Lenny Euro's injured is kind of making it easier for him to just say, all right, the Ligt, you can come in and start now. Anyhow, he starts Harry Maguire. I mean, he needs to be had some serious questions after the game. But yeah, it's for me, I'm going with Euro. And then in the midfield,
it's like it's like what Len said as well. This injury is kind of a blessing in disguise for Euro because it does take a lot of pressure off him.
Yeah, that's what I said last week, man. Because it's it's a case where if he comes in to start at 18, obviously he's going to be under the scrutiny. You know what I mean? So I think the fact that he's got an injury and he can kind of come into the team where the team's already set or should be set, he'll kind of go under the radar in a sense. So he might just get like games in the Carabao or the FA Cup to blood him in.
Yeah.
And then he'll be good to go, innit, really? But that's what I think. But yeah, so my midfielder, again, it's important that he stayed at the club and it's important that he plays in a 2, and that's Casemiro. Obviously, people saying Casemiro should be moved on. For me, Casemiro is basically the one winner in this whole club. He's the only one really that's won anything of note. Champions League titles. You know what I mean? So if you play someone next to Casemiro, because I think the problem that Casemiro is having is that Ten Hag is trying to use Casemiro as a number 6. Casemiro is not a number 6 because he isn't that kind of player like a Rodri on the field. So Casemiro kind of needs like a ball playing number 8 or a 6 next to him, where he can be the one to intercept, you know, and then obviously play the ball to the likes of a number 10. But if they're going to use Casemiro as a single pivot, again, he ain't got the legs to be running down everyone. His interceptions are not a key, but Man United are going to be in trouble if they try and do that. So I think to get Casemiro in the team and to get him playing well, he needs to have a partner next to him. And the partner next to him, again, that's the missing person. So I'm undecided on who that's going to be. Obviously, there's links with Fofana, but it looks like he's going to AC Milan. Sanderberg, there's links with, who could be a good option. Ugarte as well. Again, Ugarte is not a number 6. He's more of a destroyer, like a Casemiro. But not been.
But who in the current squad is it going to be? Who in the current squad? If you He didn't make
But
any
again,
more
Len,
signings.
This is the problem, yeah? Because for me, there ain't no one. I know people might say Kobe Manu, but Kobe Manu is not a player to be sitting in the midfield. Kobe Manu is actually like a number 10 stroke number 8. So again, the whole squad, you'd probably say someone like Collier is probably the closest player to kind of play next to a Casemiro because of his legs. But again, Collier's not ready. So yeah, this is the missing piece. And then
so hold on. So in this lineup thing that you're doing now, it's okay to include players that you haven't signed.
But again, yeah, well, I'm not doing that yet because these players haven't been signed. So because there's been links with Ugarte, with Fafana, and all these other players, but they're not here yet. So that's why that space is void for me because again, people will probably say just put Kobe Manu there, but I'm putting Kobe Manu right here as a number 10. And again, people will say, yeah, but Bruno's got a new contract, this and that. Listen, Kobe Manu potentially is better than Bruno. And I know Bruno has the armband and that. What, trying to tell me Kobe's not even on this? What's going on there? Oh, there he is. So yeah. So I'm playing Kobe right there in the 10. I think if you can get Kobe in the 10 and give him less defensive responsibilities, and you want to be a team that wants to keep the ball, yeah, he has to play there for me. You know, in a different system, if you want to play counter-attack football, then you might want to play a Bruno Fernandes. Mason Mount, they need to take number 7 off his back and just sling him at the club. That signing's been nothing short of a disgrace, you know. For 60 million,
I think it's hard. I think it's hard to really judge him. He's been injured, man. You can't really say it's been it's been a disappointment in terms of fitness.
He cost 60 million. He costs 50. Is it 55? Right, rising to 65 or 60 million? Yeah.
No, I get.
He's got number 7 on his back. Yeah, which is an iconic number.
I agree.
And since he's been there, the guy's either been injured or when he has played, he's been underwhelming.
Yeah, so because he's been rushed back.
But that ain't my problem.
No, but that's my problem.
No. That's a reason. It's not an excuse. It's a reason.
What? So yeah, but how do you know he's been rushed back? Who told you that?
You can tell he's been rushed back, bruv. You know how football is nowadays. Back in the days, footballers would do 2 or 3 games in the reserves and then come back into the first team. Now, players, as soon as they can run and kick a ball, they're back into the first team. And that's why a lot of players are getting injured. A lot of players are getting injured because they're not being managed properly. Managers aren't looking at them and saying, all right, let me give you a couple games to get up to speed. Obviously, playing in the reserves, it's not fast paced, but it's good enough in it. That'll get you to where you need to be. Then I'm going to put you back in the first team, and then I'm going to give you the right amount of minutes. Every time he's come back, he's played a match, looked because he's rusty, then played another match, then he's injured. So you can't. So to say that, it has been an underwhelming signing because we've not seen the best of Mount or what Mount can do, whatever you want to say, whatever Mount's best qualities are. But I think it's unfair to really judge him like off last season. I think that's a bit harsh. Like I wouldn't get rid of him until I've actually seen him play at least 10 or 15 games for us.
Not every player comes back and like from injury and just bangs straight away. A lot of them need like rhythm.
Exactly, and
it's one of the reasons why we're looking to loan out Bicetics at the moment. He needs rhythm.
So okay. To this lineup here, yeah. You think Mason Mount has a right to start anywhere in this team?
If you got the Mason Mount that you was getting from Chelsea, yeah, but it's your team, innit? Like this is your dream team, bro.
Yeah. It's my team, but I'm just asking you. So because the fact that you guys think that Mason Mount should be starting this team, again, for me, is concerning because.
Well, do you want Scott McTominay starting?
Number 10.
What on Friday tonight? What on Friday?
No,
What,
if
on
you want
Friday?
a choice, no, I'm just saying in general. If you want a choice of who you're starting in centre mid, and your choice is Scott McTominay and Mason Mount, who are you choosing?
Well, to start with, yeah, if you're gonna play someone next to Casemiro, yeah, McTominay can't play that position. Neither can Mason Mount. So my point is, you don't want neither of them there. That's the point. The reason Mason Mount's a bigger problem is because Mason Mount cost 60 million, 55 million.
So who
and
in,
he's
who
got
in your
number
squad
7.
would be the most
So,
competent person to put there?
who's that?
Who in your squad would be the most competent person to put in that position?
Again, for me, from what Man United have currently available, you're probably looking at a... See, I would have said Ericsson, because Ericsson can take the ball, but Ericsson's legs are gone. So, again, Kobe Manu needs to be playing further up the pitch. Bruno Fernandes is ill-disciplined to play that position. Mason Mount, again, you guys are saying that he's been rushed back, isn't good enough. So for me, it has to be, at the moment, Toby Collier. But Collier isn't going to play because obviously it's his breakthrough season. So that's why I've left it blank. But for me, I wouldn't be dropping Kobe Manu back to play next to Casemiro, because I think Kobe Manu's got a lot to his game to offer, and he needs to be playing high up the pitch.
Remember, this is a first 11 that you're supposed to be building, so you can't be leaving no blank spaces. You have to put a player there. You have to put a player there.
All right. Well, I'll come back to that one then. Yeah.
Right.
So
Nick
on the right for me.
Start, by the way.
On the right for me, I mean, it's the easiest decision of them all.
De Ligt starting is the common sense answer.
Who's that?
De Ligt starting is the common sense answer. It's a common sense answer. I get what you mean about the promises that were made to Lenny Yaro, but those promises just sound stupid. It should be De Ligt starting.
What based on his experience?
Based on his experience, and in general, anyway, if you're going to bring them both in, and Sandro Martinez is the starter, so they have to pair him with him. It just makes sense to start De Ligt and then integrate Liniero into the squad, and maybe at some point he starts to start games, but not from the get go.
You know what? For me, yeah, I'm not too fussed.
How old is Amad Diallo?
Amad is 20. I believe he might be 22 now, 21 or 22.
Okay.
For me, there's no debate. And again, if this guy doesn't start on tomorrow, then this manager needs to be on the chopping block. If you ask me, because Amad's been United's best. He's been United's best player in pre-season. Yeah. And I don't give a damn if Garnacho come off the bench and scored. Just because you come off the bench and score doesn't make you a starter. And the thing with Garnacho, if you know football, yeah, you'll know that Garnacho's strengths are as an impact sub. Because when the legs are tired, he's got a lot of energy. The guy keeps on running. He's more effective when that happens. So tomorrow, when his team sheet comes out, if this manager's got anything about him, he needs to start Garnacho on the bench.
It's not going to happen.
And again, when we go to the left-hand side, this is my team, which this ain't going to happen. But for me,
man said that with so much passion. It's my team.
Needs to be Sancho on the left-hand side. Okay, and the thing is, I'm going to tell you why I'm playing with Sancho and with Amad. Yeah. Now it could easily have been Rashford. Yeah, because the balance of that attack. You need to, like, for me, if you've got a player that's a creator, and then you've got like a more of a goal scoring forward on the other side, it's a good balance. But I think with Amad and Sancho, both of them are both creators, and I think Man United too many times have been missing creators in their team. You know, you hear all these things about Bruno Fernandes, how he's the best creator, but people don't want to tell you the flawed stats that he has. Because obviously he's on corners, he's on free kicks. Whenever you put a corner or a free kick into the box and your player gets their head to the ball, that counts as a chance created. So a lot of these flawed stats, yeah. So for me,
that counts as a chance created.
Say again.
That counts as a chance created.
They count a chance created, yeah. So because Bruno's on all the set pieces, If he puts the ball into the box, and no matter how bad the ball is, if someone gets their head to the ball, like a Man United player, then that's counted as a chance created. That's how flawed the stats are.
I thought a chance created would be like a clear-cut chance, like I'm through on goal.
At scoring, not just heading the ball.
That's mad.
For example, if the ball's played to the back post, the defender heads it back across the goal, and then the striker scores, the chance created wouldn't be from the cross; it would be from the header, right?
No. So basically, let's say he crosses the ball, yeah, and the ball is going out of play, but Harry Maguire, for argument's sake, gets his head to the ball, and it goes over the bar. That counts as a chance created by Bruno. That's how they count them.
But that is a chance.
But it's a very stupid.
That makes sense. No, it doesn't,
bro. So okay. So you're in the box, yeah, and I play you any ball into the box, and it's a poor ball, and you happen to get your head onto it because you just happen to be jostling with a defender, but you got no chance. Do you think it's right that you get that I get a chance created for that?
If I've gotten to the ball,
yeah, but if the ball,
it's a chance created.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say to you,
it's not high. It's not a high percentage like a stellar chance. It is a chance created because I was in the area to have the possibility of making contact with the ball. Therefore, it's a chance created. Like when you said the part about it going out of play, I was gonna say, oh, but what crosses don't go out of play if nobody touches it? That doesn't make sense. But
no.
I'll give you an example. A player dips down a wing, yeah, doppers the defender and hits a ball across. And let's say no player is on the end of it. Yeah, no player gets close to getting on the end of the ball. That should be a chance created, for example. So it kind of works both ways. So let's say the player, the other strikers aren't in the correct position to go and get the ball. Let's say they don't even run into the box. That person who crossed it across the box, that should count as a chance created.
So okay, so you think regardless of however the ball's being played, you think it's right to give someone a chance creation because someone gets the head onto the ball?
I think it's a bit of a silly stat, but I
don't agree with that because
so if you have a scuffed cross, and someone gets their foot to it, it just working out really well. That's still a chance created.
Yeah, but
it still works out like that. It does make sense. If nobody can get to the ball, yeah, then I can understand someone saying, okay, that's not a chance created because you didn't even have a player in the position. Or let's say but on the opposite side, the opposite argument would be if I put the ball into the correct area, no one runs into the area, it's my teammate's fault because that's what's supposed to happen. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, I understand what you mean, but I just don't agree. Like, because if that's the case, then like how can it be a case where you just put any type of ball into the box and then someone gets the head onto it and that counts as a chance created for you? It's the same sense as well. Let's say for instance that I play you the ball and then you take on like 2 or 3 men and then score the goal. How can that be counted as a chance created or an assist for me? That's impossible because you've done all the work. And that's what they're giving for assists these days. You know? No, and again, Bruno Fernandes has got a lot of assists like that where he's played the ball to someone and then they've happened to take it past 2 players, but they still give Bruno the assist. That's impossible. That's not an assist. An assist is where the ball's been played across.
If someone takes a free kick, yeah, and all they do is tap the ball to the side, and the other player curls it into the top corner, yeah, just from shifting the ball over, that's an assist.
That's an assist. That's an assist. That's an assist. Yeah, that's an assist. But check what I'm saying, yeah.
But it's not like bare effort was then he just rolled the ball a couple yards.
No. But check it like this though, yeah. You've laid the ball into, even though the finish is down to the individual, yeah. But if you've laid the ball into the path of a player and it's the right weight of pass and he's curled it into the top corner, technically that should be your assist because you put the right weight.
So let's say, go on.
Let me finish. Because you put the right weight of pass onto the ball, yeah? if I play the ball into you, and then you've taken it round 2 players and then had a shot and it goes in, how can that be an assist for me if I played it to you?
Because if you didn't receive the ball, someone didn't play you the pass, you'd have never had the opportunity to take on any of those players to score the goal.
Yeah, but that's kind of defeating it, really, because
no, it defeats your argument. It doesn't defeat this common sense of football, which is a team sport. Like an individual solo goal. If someone, let's say, it gets cleared at the box, and someone runs the length of the pitch and scores, that's just deemed as a solo goal. You don't get the defender doesn't get an assist for heading it out. But if the defender, in clearing the ball, chests it, and then hits a pass downfield that a player starting running his own half runs onto the end of, and then takes it past 2 players and scores a goal, that's still an assist, and it makes sense that it's an assist.
Yeah, but for not for me, man. That should never be given as an assist. That should never be given as an assist. No way. No way. Because the person's done all the hard work. All you've done is played the ball.
No. Listen, in the example I gave, I said during the process of clearing the ball from the box, the defender chests it down and plays a pass downfield for a player to run onto. Player runs onto the ball, takes it past two players, and slots it home. That's not an assist.
That's not an assist. That's probably an assist in this era, but that's not an assist.
Oh, bro, that's an.
I don't agree. That's not an assist.
That's an assist,
it does get
man.
confusing because, like, even on FIFA now, and I only realized this recently, they've put a thing on it called second assist, and like.
It's called pre-assist.
Pass before the pass.
Yeah, it's called pre-assist.
What? I was just like, bro, if I made the pass and I'm the one that done all the hard work, it's my assist.
Again. So you're actually agreeing with what I'm saying, then, Alex?
Nah, it's not.
Well, of course he is. How can
say if you didn't call it if you changed the name of it and didn't call it a pre-assist,
it's called a pre-assist.
You'd probably agree. Because if let's say I'm playing in the 6 or a deep line 8, and I play through the lines, I play through the lines, I break the press, play it through the lines, play it to the number 10, and then the 10 plays it through to the striker, and the striker scores. The 10 gets an assist. That goal could never happen if I didn't play that pass out.
No. I get where you're going with this, but how assists should work, is the person that is if the person has played the ball into someone, and let's say, for instance, he's played it across goal and it's a one-touch finish. That's an assist.
Yeah.
No way should an assist be given if I played the ball to someone.
The reason why they're calling it a pre-assist. The reason why they're calling it a pre-assist, they're just trying to give it a name. Because, like I said before, in the past it was called the pass before the assist or the pass before the pass.
Yeah.
The one that gets you into that position to even give to get into the box, whatever it is, or to make that.
Okay. So just to wrap this up, then. So you think there's nothing wrong with someone playing the ball to someone, taking it past 2 men, and then them scoring to be given an assist?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah,
I think it's a strange one.
What about you, Alex?
I think it's a strange one. I've always known, like, if I've done all the hard work and I've played the passing, that's my assist. That's my.
All right, put it this way. I think there should be there should be a quantifier which is from XG. So assist related to your XG, which is how you quantify it. Because if the expected goal from that pass is high, because of the quality of the chance made, then that should be its own kind of like separate stat or understanding of using statistics. I don't think you should just put it down to, that's not an assist. I think if someone slots it where someone only has to just tap it into an open net, and it's an amazing assist, then you can call that like a extremely high percentage in terms of expected goal in that situation. So you can quantify in a different way. Stats are just ways of trying to explain what's happening on the pitch. It's still happening on the pitch. It's just you disagree with the name and culture of some of these stats.
No. I just disagree with. I will never agree that someone can get an assist from, as I said, a player taking on 2 players, but because you're the last person that passed that person the ball, you're going to get the assist. I can never agree with that.
What if
I can never agree with that.
What if the assist was like a Ramona assist?
I don't care what assist it is. It doesn't matter.
Stylish assist.
It don't make a difference.
What if the assist for him to play to do that like was a through ball that split the defense or played it through the midfield and the defense, whatever. Played it past two, three players.
So put it this way, yeah. If it was a defender and they played a through ball and the strikers run on and finishes, that's an assist. That is an assist.
Hold on. But like, okay, I'll give you an example because I really want us to move on. Let's say it's a through ball, but it goes down into the channels. The striker chases it down into the channels.
It's not an assist.
It still goes past.
It's not an assist.
It's still a through ball. It goes out. It goes down into the box. Wait, the striker collects it in the box. Yeah, to the left of the goal. The striker cuts past and goes and jinks past two players and hits it into the top corner.
It's not an assist.
Be classed as an assist?
No, it's not an assist.
I'd say that's
because he's played the through ball onto the. Bro, he's played it
into the area.
Right, but he's played into the area. Well done. Yeah. But the fact the man has taken on two players to score the goal, that can't be an assist.
My goal.
That's my point.
Let's say the only reason he has to take on two players is because his first touch took him too wide of the goal.
Well, but come on, you're just being a bit extra.
No, but come on, he still has to take it past two players, right?
I think that's not because the players had to do the extra hard work. If it's laid on a plate for him, then
so basically an assist should only ever be if it's on a plate. An assist should only ever be if it's laid on a plate. All right.
Yeah,
there's a clear-cut chance. If there's a clear-cut chance where I've only got to probably take one touch to set myself and then to hit it, or I can put it in first time. Yeah, then that's the
all right. So let's say hold on. Let's say your first touch is iffy. So because of your first touch, you have to take on two players. Should that still be counted as an assist?
Yeah, no, it's not because of the first touch. Yeah, it's that for me, it's how the ball's been played. So again, if you're on the wing, let's say Marcus Rashford is on the wing and he plays a ball across the front of the post, and then someone gets in and taps it in. That's an assist for Rashford. That's a clear assist.
Just because the quality of the pass wasn't high or whatever, doesn't mean it shouldn't be an assist. The same way as just because the quality of the strike wasn't good, doesn't mean it's not a goal.
It's always about the quality of the pass. Sometimes you rate the assist more than the goal.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I said, it's still a goal if I scuff it in. Do you get what I mean?
Goal, but
like it's still a goal if it hits off my face. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. That the keeper kicks it out, smacks into my face, and goes into the back of the net. It's still a goal.
All right, I think I've got a perfect example. You see, Højlund's second goal. I think it was against Aston Villa. No.
I was just reading that. That. Like I saw Sevilla playing. I was like, nah.
You know what? Yeah. Big up Nick. Who finishes higher, Girona or Sevilla? You know what? I would have personally gone for Girona, but because I think their manager is a top manager, and I think he's gonna be moving on to a bigger club very soon. But I think the fact that they've lost Dovbyk, they've lost Savinho, they've lost Alex Garcia as well, and I think it might be one more player. I think it might be a tough ask for them this season.
No, they're not doing it. I don't think they're doing it. I think last season
they've lost too many. I think Zigankov might be gone as well, but they've lost a lot. Oh, they've lost Jan Kuto as well.
They've lost their core. Like what made them good is all gone. And I think as well, because they got Champions League now, if they don't make good enough signings to at least keep them afloat, it's going to be hard for them to maintain whatever momentum they had last season. Yeah, they're just gonna get tired and overwhelmed. So I think they're probably gonna finish.
Yeah,
I'm just biased because I didn't think Sevilla looked very good in pre-season. That's why.
Yeah. Where's Ramos? Ramos still there?
No, Ramos left.
Oh, he's gone, Ramos.
Yeah, he left. Mutual termination.
Cool. All right. Well, let's get back to this though. So obviously the striker, as you know, for me would be Joshua Zirkzee. Yeah, right.
You paid all that money not to start him. Go on,
bro. Listen, I didn't part ways with that. Again, Joshua Zirkzee can play as a false nine, can play as a target man. And I think with Ahmad and Sancho in behind and Kobe in the 10, that looks frightening for me, you know. And again, you can either go Rashford from the left and then play Sancho as a false 9. But for me, I'd bring in if Ivan Toney was to come in again. That changes it for me again, because Ivan Toney plays as the striker, and then you can play Xerxes as a number 10 if you wanted to. You know, you got a lot of options. But I think it's important the likes of Rashford and the Garnacho are used correctly. The type of players that Rashford and Garnacho are, they're impact players. You know, when the legs are tired, you know, you want to bring them on for their pace. I promise you now, if Rashford and especially Garnacho are starting majority of the games, United ain't doing anything. I can tell you that for free. Yeah. Rasmus Højlund doesn't even get a mention because he ain't good enough. And obviously, Chido Obi Martin's coming from Arsenal. He's going to be third choice. Don't be surprised if he's third choice. Yeah. He's third choice. Yeah, he's third choice. But don't be surprised if Obi Martin overtakes Højlund very soon. Because I can tell you this now, Rasmus Højlund ain't good enough. He's nowhere near the level, you know. He costs what, 72 million? And yeah. I mean, people are going to try and force these guys into the team. But yeah, not good enough. So my missing midfielder. Say again?
Yeah, he's just missing midfielder.
Shows you we're Man Utd short, really, isn't it? But
for me, I'm putting either Kobe or Mount there.
Yeah, but again, I putting Kobe Mino there is the easy thing to do. But for me, Kobe Mino needs to be playing further forward. And for me, he's better in them spaces than what Bruno is already. So that's why I'm leaving him there. So I'm going to play
Shea Lacey.
Do you know what? I'm just going to put Collier there.
Mount just got
I'm going to play Collier there. I don't think he's even on this. I don't think Collier's even on there.
Well, if he's not on there, you might as well put Eriksen then.
Yeah, what? But I mean, Eriksen can play.
If he's managed properly, if he's managed properly, and you give him, let's say, the first half, and then sub on somebody else, I think that can work.
Yeah,
because you're not going to get 90 minutes out of him. As much as I'd
play Eriksen there. Yeah. That's all fact, yeah. Yeah, from the team already, I'd play Eriksen there because Eriksen can be what Toni Kroos was to Casemiro at Real Madrid. So Toni Kroos obviously picked the ball up from the defense, and I think Eriksen can do a similar job. But again, this is why United are looking for another midfielder, because Eriksen should have been playing in the 10 anyway. And it shows you how weak that midfield is, because you've got two players that are aging, and it shows you that Man United need to improve in that position.
So let me ask you a question from this starting lineup here. What's your expectation for goals from Joshua Zirkzee this season?
I'd expect Joshua Zirkzee to at least hit 10 league goals this season. At least
that's enough for you. That's enough because you can.
It's not enough. Wait. It's not enough, yeah. But with someone like Joshua Zirkzee, from what I've seen of him, I know Joshua Zirkzee is going to bring more to the game than just goals. In comparison to Rasmus Højlund had to get a certain amount of goals because his general play wasn't good enough.
So assist, you want his main target to be assist.
Not just assist. I want him to facilitate the attack. So if he plays his role as linking the midfield, linking the attack in terms of getting Sancho, Ahmad, Rashford.
Hold on. I get you mean. I just want to go through quickly. Like Ahmad Diallo, what's your expected goal and assist from him this season?
Again, Ahmad's not someone I'm judging on goals, but I think if Ahmad can get, if we're including goals and assists from Ahmad, if he can hit 15 in total,
goals and assists,
goals and assists combined, combined. If he can hit 15, I'll be happy. But again, Ahmad is not someone. Ahmad is not someone that you judge on goals and assists because Ahmad has a consistent quality.
All right. So I'm not even going to get into that argument. Kobe Miney.
What? How much? Again, Kobe. If Kobe can chip in with 10 league goals, and about 5 to 10 assists.
Okay.
Say again?
Sancho.
I don't see Kobe getting 10 goals.
Sancho. Yeah. What the thing is, whether you see that or not, I'm just saying what I think would be acceptable. Sancho would be the same. Sancho would be the same as Ahmad.
I'd expect more from Sancho.
What, more goals and assists?
Yeah.
But Sancho has never been known as a goal scorer. You'd probably expect more assists, yeah. But
yeah.
So how many goals from Sancho? How many goals? Just goals.
Same as Ahmad. I think Ahmad 15. And I would say Sancho. If Sancho got 20, if he got 10 goals, 10 assists, or maybe more assists,
so
20,
you're
25.
You're telling me 10 goals from Joshua Zexi, 10 goals from Sancho, 7 to 10 goals from Ahmad Diallo, and 5 goals, 10 goals from Kobe Miney is enough in your forward line.
I don't think that's enough.
Yeah, what? But I'm not finished yet. Yeah. Then you've got the likes of Rashford. Yeah, off the bench, he'll get his fair share of goals. Garnacho, if he's off the bench, might get his fair share of goals as well.
Jesus.
And this is why.
So your main goal scorers, you're talking about them only being impact players. So that means that you're targeting the latter half of the second half of games, yeah, to make an impact to win games. Basically playing like a West Ham, like a Burnley, kind of like tactic, not in terms of gameplay, but tactic in terms of when they go to try and win the game. You know, they've been defending and they push to win in a certain time. You want to play possession and then push to win in the second half.
Of course, yeah. Because as I said, yeah, with this Man United team, they need to have players that are capable of keeping the ball first and foremost. If you're going to play with Garnacho and Rashford as your starting wingers, you're not keeping the ball. And then when they fizzle out the game, their strengths are more.
We all know that
will be more suited to later on in the game.
We all know that creative players lose the ball more often than positionally.
If they're allowed to be
sound, if they're allowed to be creative, because if they're focusing on possession, yeah, you can't be as creative because creative is riskier passes. Yeah, you're more likely to lose the ball. So I think, not even from that perspective, the biggest imbalance you have in this team is the one, turnovers, because it's going to get torn apart. 2, I think the idea of like the responsibility of goals. Someone has to take responsibility. Someone has to hit those areas, because Diallo can't be running in to score and fluffing his lines and you being okay with him only getting 10 goals or 7 goals, and you're going to expect to get into the top 4, because Tottenham are not going to be having that. They're going to be expecting their forwards to get around 18, 20 goals.
But the thing is, you're missing, You asked me what's the expectation, What I'm saying, if Ahmad gets 15, if he gets more than 15, then obviously that's great for Man United. The same with Sancho. If he gets more than 20 or 25, that's great. Same with Xerxes. But what I'm trying to say to you is that if United want to play possession-based football, then having that front 4 works. If you want to take out Sancho and put Rashford in there for Rashford's pace, again, I hear that. If you want to take out Joshua Xerxes and then put Rashford on the left and play Sancho as a false 9, again, you're still going to have the threat of Rashford's pace. Rashford will be expected to get 20 plus goals in, or maybe more, in all comps as well.
Well, that's unfair on Rashford to expect him to get 20 plus goals. Yeah, if he's coming on. Hold on, I'll tell you why. Because if he's coming on consistently as an impact sub, it's unfair to expect, because he's going to flush. He's going to flush chances.
That's not what I said. No. Wait. I said, even if you want to take out Sancho and play Rashford from the left from that lineup,
okay,
and play
then that would make more sense.
And play Rashford and play Sancho as a false 9. Again, that works, because the reason I'm starting Sancho and Ahmad in the wide positions is because they're both adept at keeping the ball. But if you want to have a bit of a threat on the counter, then I understand if a Rashford does play because of his pace. But for me, the likes of Rashford, the likes of a Garnacho, their strengths are best suited to later on in the game. That's a fact.
I only see goal scorers getting any good goal tally if they get a run of like 10, 12 games starting, not just coming in as a substitution. So if you're only playing Rashford when you want a counter attack, which is not going to be against the majority of the league, you're limiting his game time. He's going to be rusty when he comes on. He's going to fluff chances. The fans are going to turn on him. The manager's going to lose confidence in him. You're going to end up playing Anthony, and then you're all going to be angry.
For me, I think the front four. I don't know if you lot watched the Real Madrid match last night. Did you not watch the Real Madrid match last night?
Not last night. No.
I watched the highlights. Yeah.
Oh, you man are slacking, bro.
No. I see it. To be honest with you, they set up the way that I expected. I thought Camavinga might have started, but obviously Bellingham was always going to play, innit?
He got injured, but I think the way that they interchanged and had a free role with that front three, and from the highlights that the bits and bobs that I've seen on YouTube of Xerxes, I think that's how we should play. Whether we have like the discipline to do it is a different story.
Question: in that game last night, did Bellingham start?
Yeah, he played the whole game. Well, pretty much.
Oh, okay. Now carry on. That's all I wanted to know.
Wait.
Camavinga was injured.
You see when you came on, and I think that comment about he's got something else he can smile about. I thought that you saw the game, but you didn't see the game. We can't even really have that discussion. But what I will say is, we saw the Bellingham that we should have saw at the Euros is what we got last night. But obviously, that's a different conversation. But I think,
listen, that'll be a conversation for another day, man.
Yeah, because I know you don't want to get into that.
We need to start judging the players according to Gareth Southgate. That's what I'm going to say on that topic.
We know there's certain man out here that just love Bellingham. So let them love him. Let him do his thing. But when it all comes crashing down, just say I told you first, yeah. But anyway,
but
just coming from a guy that says, okay, I like.
No. Let's not get into it.
Let's talk about my club.
Let's leave it. Let's leave it.
Let's
leave it. Yeah.
No. Let's talk about my.
No. Let's leave it. Yeah. So again, yeah. This lineup here for me, if Man United can get Ivan Toney, again, it changed the whole dynamic. And Alex, what you mentioned about Xerxes, the reason I picked Xerxes as well is because it's the interchanging. Sancho and Xerxes and Sancho can interchange.
As you see, he'll bring out the best this preseason.
No, he hasn't played any preseason games.
Okay, no. I have no idea if he's going to play as a false nine.
But for me, if Ivan Toney comes in, he changes the whole dynamic of the team. Because Ivan Toney is a proven goal scorer in the league, and he's a leader as well. So that changes it. So again, I would expect Ivan Toney at this Man United team to at least be hitting 20 goals minimum in the league. Minimum. And then again, if you've got the bench options of a Rashford, of a Garnacho, if you want to have him there. Let's not forget Anthony as well. He's still there. And then obviously, if you've got like a Højlund on the bench, there'll be players that when the legs are tired, the last 20 minutes, last 10 minutes, if you want to bring them on to run the defense down, I'm cool with that. But I just want to see Man United play some good football. And if you want to play good football, you need to have good footballers. And that's why
I want to say one thing about that kind of concept when we say we need fresh legs. If the game is still open at that point in time, you can say that. But if you're already 2-3 goals down, they'll just shut up shop. Like, you need the space for these types of players. That's all I want to say.
I agree. But I think if Man United play with players that want to keep the ball, Man United shouldn't be looking to be 3-0 down. That's my point.
But I'm saying even if you have this team, if you come across like Arsenal, for example, you're not going to have the majority of the position unless they let you have it. No, when it comes to
I wouldn't say that.
When it comes to the lower league, the lower teams in the league, yeah, you're going to dominate possession because they're not going to set up to keep possession, but they're going to be difficult to break down until the last minute of the game.
Everyone plays a low line now,
so
and we can't break that. Well,
so okay. So just from this lineup here, yeah, who would you guys take out then?
If, like I said, if I got a fully fit Luke Shaw, I'm playing Luke Shaw left back, and I'll probably play Manu next to Casemiro. I still think
in a 10.
So okay. So you play Manu next to Casemiro. You don't think Manu will be a bit of a liability there? Because we already know that Casemiro hasn't got the legs. So if that midfield gets broken on, yeah, we already know that Kobbie Mainoo doesn't like running that way. So, which is why I think playing him high up the pitch, yeah, will release the defensive duties from him.
No, I get what you're saying, but I think as well, playing with Casemiro next to you, you've got someone he's gonna talk to you throughout the game, and he's gonna give you that discipline. And the manager's also got to say to him, listen, I don't want you to, let's say, go past the center circle. I don't want you in that area for the time being. If I want to change if we're winning and I want to change the formation and I want to give you a bit more freedom because we've got that safety, I'll say, listen, let's say I give a signal, like I could put my hand up or put two fingers in the air. That's the time when you can be like, all right, cool. You've got that freedom to go forward and do what you do and show what you're capable of. But for now, I feel for him, it's got to be about discipline because he's got to understand that side of his game as well. Because he's got the strength to be quite defensive if we ever needed that. It might not be his game, but he is a centre mid. He's not a cam. And
but Alex, again, yeah. Have you, like, obviously you are aware that Mainoo did play as a striker and when he was younger, didn't you?
Yeah.
So did Van Dijk.
Yeah,
but don't
he's the best striker. So you can see by the way that Kobbie plays, yeah, Kobbie's actually a number 10. Just because Ten Hag is playing him as a deep line midfielder, don't think that he's that kind of player. You can even see the way that he plays. He should be playing high up the pitch. Do you know what I mean? So my thing to you is, yeah, Casemiro can talk to him all he wants, yeah. If your natural instinct is to go and join him with the attack and leave the spaces, that's your natural instinct. So my thing is,
of course I get
he's a player that needs to play with freedom. So you just let him play, yeah, in a position. And again, Ten Hag ain't gonna do this because Ten Hag's dumb. You know what I mean? He's gonna play Kobbie next to Casemiro, and he's gonna play Bruno in the 10.
But you know what though? In most managers who play a pivot, yeah, there's always one who's more of a deep line 8 that will join in on the attack. So that technically would suit Kobbie Mainoo.
No. I get that, yeah. But the problem is, it depends who's playing next to him because Casemiro isn't a number 6. If you've got someone that is a dictator of play, and Casemiro's not playing there, Kobbie Mainoo playing as an 8, I get it because again, you need someone that's a first phase player, yeah. And Casemiro isn't that. So if you're gonna play Casemiro next to Kobbie Mainoo, and Kobbie Mainoo is gonna be like the box to box number 8, that's not gonna suit Kobbie Mainoo because again, Kobbie Mainoo doesn't really wanna run and track back. Bruno Fernandes is more suited.
This is what I'm saying. Our players have to be disciplined. We can't control games, so all that possession shit ain't really gonna work. It's not gonna work. The best thing we've got to look at is probably counter-attacking.
And you think it's acceptable at Man United to be playing counter-attack football?
But I don't think it's accessible. But that's what we're working with at the moment. Do you know what
right?
I'm saying? That's what
again. When I'm setting up my team to play with, because I don't want to be hearing Man United haven't got the players. Yeah, Man United have the players. It's just whether this manager wants to play these players or not. So when I'm playing Ahmad and I'm playing Mainoo in the 10 and Jadon Sancho, that front three there are adept at keeping the ball. If you want to play a counter-attacking style, yeah, then play Garnacho, play Rashford, play Højlund when he comes back, play Bruno, play Mason Mount. and you're gonna see where Man United end up. I promise you.
I know.
But to be fair, you only put Eriksen there because you had no one else. Yeah, and you've admitted that you can't ever get a full half out of Eriksen. So you're saying yourself that Man United do not have in their squad at the moment in time a player who's best placed to play the possession football that you want, which you need a possession friendly.
They need a number.
You're saying they don't have it. We're saying from the squad who's best from the squad to play there right now. Not that they're the most ideal, but
that's why I picked Eriksen. Right now. That's why Eriksen's there.
Yeah, but
all I'm saying is
more for control.
Casemiro and Eriksen, they're going to get doppied, and not just by the touch.
Lens,
I'm talking about the lower league divisions.
No, but Lens, you're right, yeah. But Casemiro and Kobe will also get dominated. This is
not
the
to the same extent. Not to the same extent.
What do you mean? They got dominated last season. They played together.
Kobe Mainoo's got more legs than Eriksen, man. To connect it, like I'm not just talking about dominated. I'm talking about, let's say in a game you have more possession, yeah, and the team starts transitioning against you. You're hoping that Eriksen and Casemiro is going to get back in time. Now they're going to get spun. There's going to be spacing behind them and the defenders, and they're going to get you go. It's just not going to look good. It'll happen.
But again, yeah, this isn't. But again, yeah, this isn't the team that Ten Hag is going to play. But for me, this is the best available team from the players. You know what I mean? That I would play.
All right.
And this is why I'm trying to say to you, they need a number 6 in midfield. For me, I'd buy 2 midfielders and get rid of McTominay. I'll let Eriksen go, and I'll get rid of Mason Mount. Obviously, that's probably not going to happen this season, but that's what I would do, and get in 2 midfielders, which one of them has to be a number 6, because Kobe Manu, trust me, Kobe Manu needs to be playing in a role like the freedom that Bruno gets is what Kobe Manu needs.
All I'm saying is this: if of those forward players, yeah, the one thing, let's say you do buy 6, the one thing, even if you buy 6, has to change. If those are your forward players, are your expectations? Has to, because if what you expected from the players happens, you're not going to do very well this season. Someone has to take responsibility to put the ball in the back of the net. Like
I agree, yeah. And as I said, if Man United could get Ivan Toney, that changes the front line, and Toney will be tasked with getting more goals. But if I'm going to get like 20 from Xerxes or 10 from Xerxes and 10 from Ahmad or 15 from Ahmad, whatever, and the same from Sancho, and then you can get and then you're getting your goals from Rashford, from a Højlund as well from the bench, from a Garnacho from the bench. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, man, this is a Højlund that you wouldn't expect to get much more than 10 goals if you were starting.
Bro, I'll get rid of Højlund tomorrow morning if I had the chance. He's rubbish.
But listen to what I'm saying. If you had Højlund starting every game, you wouldn't expect him to get more than 10 goals. So how is he going to get close to 10 goals? Yeah, if he's not starting.
But for me, Højlund wouldn't be an option. But I'm just saying, when the legs are tired, because majority of goals come in at the latter stages of the games. Yeah, the way that Højlund plays, yeah, he's all energy. So you never know. He might nick about 5 or 6 goals from the bench. There might be the odd time he might start a game. He might score. That's my point. But for me, there is no way Rasmus Højlund can be a starting striker.
If you've got players that are coming on as subs and winning games and scoring goals, and they're not starting, good luck.